Hey friends, I hope you had a good day. I hope it continues to be one. If it hasn't so far, you still have time to turn it around. It is snowing where I'm at, which is freaking wild because yesterday it was warm and beautiful and we were riding bikes. Crazy. Today I wanted to have a little yap sesh with you while I eat. And I want to talk about my new gallery showing experience. So essentially, the deal is, I'll catch you up, bestie. I am an art therapy undergrad major. I've always done art. I have never felt very confident in it. I have a whole page and channel and whatever related to essentially art healing and trauma art healing. If you're interested in that, go check it out. Same Black Line on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube, where we talk about trauma vocabulary and language, art, how art can be healing, different versions of art, those kinds of things. And I'm looking to build a little community over there, so I'd love if you'd join us. This is just kind of a little bit of a dump page, but I also do post some of those things here and there. They kind of have a little intersection where they merge. And today I am going to create a little merge for you where we start talking about some of these things. And for me, I have created a lot of art in the last 5 years or so that is very trauma based, very healing based. And I did a lot of art in college because I was forced to. I took a lot of college studio courses and really loved those. And of course, that's your testing, right? That's your exam, that's your whatever it is. And so I had a lot of work from that period of my life, and then I took a couple years of a hiatus, really just because I didn't have, that's not even true. I guess I did apply to an art master's program, so I did a little bit then. But really art for me, just for fun, just for my own purpose, it's probably been the last 3 years-ish. And so there was some work that I did in that, and I wasn't super proud of it because I was healing and it was just really messy, but it's what came out because I hadn't done art in a while. And I haven't been able to get rid of those pieces, and so I've kept them. And recently have been trying to get my feet back up under me into a portfolio that I'm proud of. A portfolio that is things that I think accurately reflects my capabilities. I think that I am a lot more capable of what I have done so far. And so I'm trying to kind of put my money where my mouth is and build that. And interestingly enough, when I moved back, there was a nice little opportunity that landed in my lap, which was that my former art teacher in high school, I had seen him once since I had been back, and he was like, "Oh, you're back?" I said, "Oh, yeah." And there was a gallery showing that he is connected to by an organization, a local organization, and he added me to this chat, and it was like, "Hey, anybody who wants to be a part of this gallery, just be a member. You can sign up today, whatever you want to do, tag local artists, do whatever you want to do, and let's have this gallery showing." And so I was like, fuck, this is an opportunity. I have not really finished anything that I'm super proud of, and I was working on some things that I had liked, but I hadn't finished them yet. And it was a week away, and it is a week away, and it had to be installed today. And I was like, fuck. I found out about it last Friday, and I kind of tried to bypass it. I was like, Emily, you don't have enough time. All of your art stuff is at my dad's house, which is about an hour away. I have a toddler with me 24/7. Is it realistic? And it wasn't really that realistic, but I made it happen. And I worked on a lot of stuff and decided okay, these are the things that I can feasibly do in this amount of time. And I found a lot of that old artwork that I was mentioning, and so I took those back with me and thought, hell, somebody might like them, I don't know, and what's the harm in just putting it in there, right? Who knows? And then I'll have like one piece, maybe one or two that I really am proud of. In the past 3 or 4 days, it worked out so much that I was able to spend 3 days-ish at my dad's house when I was only supposed to be able to spend one and a half. And finished my big piece that I really was proud of, and finished it as much as I could, and then I brought it up here and did some more work on it, and and then I reworked all of those other ones, added some things, took away some things, and I'm just really proud of them. And even though they're not like necessarily my favorite pieces, I think that they look pretty good, and I think they're really interesting, and I think they're coming from like a really authentic healing space, and I think that's kind of the point, right? That's what I've been talking about on my other pages, that art is an expressive act. It is. And being expressive and creative is also innate in us as humans. And so being able to merge those two, to express yourself authentically, is a form of healing that we don't recognize that way. And for someone who has experienced trauma in the sense that they have internalized so much and or have adapted themselves so that they are able to keep safe, but also inadvertently shutting down their own authenticity, then that means that any form of authenticity is scary and unsafe and vulnerable, and healing, when you're eventually able to kind of get out of that space. So I'm excited to be able to be in that space, I guess, that like I'm showing that I'm vulnerable with it, like I'm here, I'm present, it's where I was. I don't feel that I'm in that place that I was anymore, and I think that's probably why I couldn't part with them or get rid of them, because my instinct was to throw them away. But I couldn't do it. I liked them enough to keep them, but I didn't think that they were done, and now they're done, and I think somebody will like them, and I have a friend and she likes them, so that's good. And the people at my gallery installation were like, oh yeah, these are cool, this one's fun, you know. And so it's just really cool to see that too, to have people kind of silently endorse you a little bit. So I'm hoping it goes really well, and I'll keep you updated. And next Friday is the gallery, and so I'm just so excited to be able to do that and to like check it off my bucket list. I really wanted to be able to have a gallery showing, you know, this year. It was kind of like a goal of mine. So I'm very excited that I'm able to do that. And someday it's going to be my own show. And it's going to be all work that really does reflect the things that I've been able to do and the skills that I've learned. But I do think that I'm still in a point where I am perfecting the skills that I have, because I haven't ever been able to give myself the credit or the full freedom to endorse them all the way. And I think that's why my art has been so wishy-washy a little bit, because I just didn't have confidence and didn't feel like I could 100% authentically own it. And I think I've done enough healing that we're in that space. We can authentically own ourselves. We can authentically own our voice. We might be scared, but we've got it. And good things are going to come.